Take two. Oh, all right. Hey folks, we are here with another Quilted Snowman video. So what did we do last time? Last time we did the wagon. It was huge, huge wagon. If you're interested to see that video, I'll link it down below for you. But yeah, we're going to start working on the main part of this quilt, which is a snowman. So we're going to do the left snowman block. And I mean, that should tell you how big this is. Because we've broken it out in two sides. So that's how big this quilt, this snowman's going to be. It's the main character of the quilt. So it's just a simple, literally the side of the snowman. That's what we're going to do in this video. So it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of what I would like be concerned about going in that might be challenging for us. I think it'll be just a straight stitch. Just an easy stitch for us. So let's get started. Grab your tea or your coffee. Come along with me. Let's get him started. See you in a bit. All right, folks. We are ready for another Quilted Snowman. And I think I'm going to move you all just a little. Just a little. There we go. All right, so we are back with another Quilted Snowman. So we are going to start the left snowman block, which is just pretty straightforward. You can see the clippings here. Pretty simple. So I don't think this one's going to take us much to do. So let's get started with it. All right, I'm going to set them aside, and we're going to do B and C. We need B, and we need C, and we're going to make two of these. So I've marked the backs. And we've got two different colors for those. Just trying to make sure that it's in frame for you all. Okay. Let's do my fabric. Well, that didn't sound good. That just didn't sound good, did it? Let's see what's going on. Oh, I see. Okay. better, I think. All right, let's get this rest of this sewed here. I had to change out my bobbin. It had pulled the other string that you start with was up, and so it was caused me some grief. I think we're all set now. I'm going to go ahead and trim both of those. So let's go ahead and press them. But my iron's not hot. Oh, starting out not so good. I don't know. My iron's not hot. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? There we go. It's hot now. All right, so now we have those 2 units. All right, so I laid out my snowman the way I wanted him to look. So I laid out all the pieces. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna sew them and then sew them together. So, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. 1, 2, 3. I got 4 rows. We're good. We're good to go. All right. So let's get these sewed. And we're just gonna sew them just one on top of the other, right sides together. I'm gonna set these aside for now. So it should be fairly easy. I got thinking about how I wanted to actually lay out my snowman. So, sorry, this piece is just fighting me. Got a little bit of selvage on there, but I'm not going to worry about that actually. would have been the other thing that would be fun for this one is to take salvage, you know, really cool looking or cute little salvage pieces from different fabric lines. Make the snowman out of those. I think that'd be cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and press all these, and then we'll do the other side of them. Okay. All right. And now I'm going to put them back on my board. And I'm going to add the next. Try not to get my head in the way of the camera that's looking at the at the sewing machine. I'm not getting you guys' way if you want to see what I'm doing, but this is just straight line stitching. Nothing crazy. I've been working on the cross stitch. Or embroidery. It's really not cross stitch. It's embroidery for this pattern. Just started it, but I will maybe by the time we are done with this one, I'll have that done as well, and I'll show you what that looks like as well. So I'm going to go ahead and press these. All right. So now I'm going to sew them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to sew them together. So this one to this one. And I really want to make sure that those points, I think I'm just going to run it. I have a few things on my list to do this next year. One is I want to make a quilted jacket. I know there's some really cute, patterns out there. But I want to make a quilted jacket. I probably should have thought about that earlier and made myself a quilted jacket because it's cold here. I woke up to frost and I'm in Tennessee. So originally from Wisconsin, but yeah, so woke up to some frost this morning. All right, I'm going to go ahead and press these. But I'm not accustomed to ice and snow and whatnot growing up in Wisconsin. We moved many years ago for employment. I started working at a very large company here in Memphis. All right, I'm going to sew these two panels together. And yeah. I actually didn't mind seeing all the frost. I'm not a fan of having to drive in snow, but I do like it if I can enjoy it from my window. Like, I love a big snowfall. Like, I can remember Christmases where you know, we'd wake up on Christmas morning and there'd be, overnight, there would have been a big snowfall and it would have just covered the trees, the evergreen trees, in piles of snow. So pretty. So pretty. We don't get the piles of snow in Tennessee. Unless you go to the mountains, I guess. Maybe they do. All right, I'm going to go ahead and press that. All right. So now we have this unit. And I'm going to add a bottom row to this. I think I'll do it like this. And then I'm going to grab one of these because I think I need a red down here. And that's going to go, I think, just like that. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to do one more row. I think we're trying to get the shape of the snowman on the outer edge of him. So I'm going to press this one and then I'll add that. Okay, so now I'll add this one. I mean, this looks so simple. It should be just simple, should it not? Why am I struggling? I was struggling trying to figure out how I wanted the colors laid out. Holiday season. Gonna press that one out. All right, so then I'm gonna grab this piece and I'm gonna put this one on this one. I think this one I'm going to pin. I think I'm going to pin this one. I don't know. I don't feel like I've got them very straight. Maybe I do. And they seem to be lining up okay. Everything seems to line up okay. Thinking about sewing ideas as well for Christmas. And I think I mentioned it in one of my other videos, but I think I'm going to do, I'm going to make a couple infinity scarves with Minky. I've done one. Actually, I've done a couple, but I've done one because they have such really pretty Minky. I'm just not a fan of, like a lot of people are putting Minky on the backs of their quilts, which I've done. It's just so messy. Even with, like, I haven't found the best method to keep from, like, getting Minky everywhere. I know there was one lady online, she was like, use, I'm going to go ahead and press it, use, like, saran wrap. But am I saran wrapping, like, the whole quilt? I just feel like it's coming from everywhere. But it's not. I think it's just coming from where I've cut it. But, yeah. It's just one of those things. All right, so I've done, this is the top part. Now we're going to do the bottom part. So I'm going to grab, actually, can I put A on? Let's go ahead and do A though, because we're going to put A on this corner. So let's do that. I've got A. Let's go ahead and do that. And I haven't marked it. All right. So I've got A marked. So I'm going to put A. I've got A marked. We're going to put A right there in this corner. Over, it's going to go over these two top units. Just like that. I'm going to sew it from this way. All right. And then I'm going to trim this piece off. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and press that out. All right, so now you can see it's starting to kind of take the shape of the snowman because we put this edge on it. So now we're going to work on the other side of the snowman. All right, so now we're going to do the this is the bottom part of the snowman. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Do I have 5 rows? 3, 4, 5 rows. And the top row, we're going to use this piece and these. So I'm going to create, I think I'm going to do it, which way does this one have to go with this one? It's going to go just like that. Nope, it's not. It's going to go like that. So let me show you. It's going to go like this. And I think I'm going to add this one. And I'm going to put that one on there. So I'm going to create this one first. So let's get them sewed. I'm going to just set that aside, and I'm going to, oops, actually, let's finish this one just so I've got it. I swear that some of the most simplest things, I can do complex things and it not mess me up, but I do these simple things and it's like, shouldn't it be harder than this? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this piece on. I'm just going to double check again, just to make sure I've got it correct. Yep. And I'm going to go ahead and put it along there. All right, so this is our first row. Okay. This is our first row. All right, so that's our first row. So I'm going to just set this one aside. I'm going to put it over here. Actually, yeah, I'll put it over here. Just don't want to forget that I've put it over there. Okay, and now we're going to start creating these 5 rows. So I'm just going to start grabbing them. Let's press it. And we've got that other one that I left on the side. We got to add that one. That's got the corner piece on it. Okay, so we have that piece. I'm going to grab my corner piece. And my corner piece for the top one goes on the top. So this one goes here. Ooh, okay. I'm going to go ahead and pin that. And I drop it. Okay. Fumbly fingers. Okay. Okay. I had to make sure it was the right way. And this needs to go like this. And I can nest these, which always makes it easier. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and press this one. Okay. So we have that piece. So now we are going to take our other piece that we did. It's going to be a gigantic snowman. It's going to be a gigantic snowman. And we are going to, is this the top? So the top has the two. I'm going to press this a little bit. All right, press it a little bit. So the top one goes on the top. So we're going to connect it like that. So I'm definitely going to want to make sure that my points match here. So I'm going to flip it around and marry them up. Put a pin in it. Want them to be stable. And these nest really good on the ends. That's great. It will help. That will help. Okay. All right. I think we got it. I think we got it. This will give us an idea as to just how large and in charge our snowman is. take a look. I think we're done. So here's the top part. And then, so it comes in, right? Because this is the background. So it comes in, and then it comes around like that. So let me see if I can, yeah, I can't even get it in full camera, but you can start to see the snowman shape. Okay, that completes the side, and he's huge. Let's find out just how big he is. I'm gonna set him aside real quick. All right, how big is he? 12.5 by 44.5. That's what we ended up with. So yeah, it's a big snowman. And he sits, again, remember what this looks like, and I guess I could have been showing a picture, but he sits in the wagon. So yeah. So we've done the left snowman block. That's what we did in this one. Wasn't all that difficult. I think the most difficult for me was just wanting to play with the colors, which that's not difficult. Like, I love to play with color. So even though it was background fabric, it was still, you know, trying to get those colors to kind of go with each other and see what caught my eye. So it was as simple as that. So if you like this content and want to subscribe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you want to be notified when I put up new videos, we're working through the Quilted Snowman. So we're coming to the end of this one. So, but if you want to get notified, go ahead and click the bell button, and that should notify you when I've actually uploaded a new video. Also, go ahead and give me a like. That kind of helps me grow my channel and such. So with that said, I will see you in the next video. Have a blessed day.